He just shared himself in the community with his family. He just shared himself all over wherever he went.
Tonight on DC News Now, a candlelight vigil honors the life of a DC police officer and football coach, how his legacy of serving others is being remembered at his high school.
An investigation into the district police's crime data.
We'd love to see a more robust discussion of what's being done to reduce violence, to reduce gun crimes here in the city.
A look into how the information was compiled and reported.
We're tracking quieter conditions out there tomorrow and Wednesday before we see some rain chances, even some snow chances for parts of the area. All the latest details coming up.
The jury now seated for a high-profile double murder trial in Northern Virginia. What to expect from opening statements.
So I'm willing to give it a go for 4 more years and see if I can do better than I did.
A DC native with ice in his veins, the speed skater ready to race for Olympic gold.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 10 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Susan Tran. The community continuing to honor the life and legacy of DC police officer Terry Bennett, whose impact goes far beyond the police force.
And Bennett died last week after being hit on 695 while helping a driver just days before Christmas. Dozens gathered for a vigil at his alma mater, Ballou High School, where he was also a football coach.
And DC News Now's Yamri Sase joining us live there tonight. Yamri, how are so many people remembering and honoring him?
A hero, a leader, and also a legend. Now, those are some of the words that many people use to describe Officer Terry Bennett tonight. More than 100 people were here at Ballou High School on the football field, and it was a hard time for a lot of people, but they say they're keeping his legacy alive.
We love Terry.
He was always joyful. He cared about the kids so much.
There were hugs, tears, and moments of silence as more than 100 people gathered to honor Officer Terry Bennett and lean on one another.
Everybody's paying homage to an amazing guy.
The 32-year-old was hit by a car while assisting a driver on I-695 just before Christmas. He passed away last week. Police have charged Gerald Coates with second-degree murder while armed. He's currently being held without bond.
Just not having Terry here is just going to be a struggle for a little bit. But we're going to miss him.
As candles were lit and balloons released into the sky, many reflected on Bennett's role, not just as a police officer, but as a coach, a mentor, and a constant presence in the community.
And that really demonstrates the kind of person he was.
It's just unspeakable that one person can carry a whole community.
For those closest to him, including his wife and best friend, Coach Kenny Brown, the loss is deeply personal.
There's been so many times and situations where I'm like, that'll be my first call, so just handling it without him has been tough.
Despite the pain, friends and family say they're committed to carrying on his legacy and being there for his family.
So she has a village to take care of her and that child, because that's what Terry would want, because that's what he did.
Like I told the crowd, he's a hero. That's in fact what he is, so I just love the fact that everybody came out to support a hero.
Now, Councilmember Trayon White was also here tonight. He announced that July 21st, which is Bennett's birthday, will now be Terry Bennett Day as well. And many people who are mourning the loss say they are planning to have a football tournament in honor of him. And they plan to raise those funds and give it to the family. We're now reporting live in Southeast. I'm Yamri Sase, DC News Now.
All right, some heavy hearts there, Yamri. Thank you. A tree coming down in Maryland, taking down power lines with it. Take a look. Officials shutting down this busy stretch in Montgomery County. It is right along Bealsville Road there in Poolsville, where firefighters say this was about a 100-foot tree, also a couple feet wide, that toppled and damaged some utility poles. Crews have been working to restore power to so many families in the area.
All right, the winds have subsided quite a bit, Jackie, but they were gusting pretty good yesterday.
Yeah, I wanted to do a recap on those strong wind gusts. I mean, they were howling out there. I could hear it right up against my window. And I mean, we're talking about wind gusts in excess of 50, in some areas in the 60-mile-per-hour range for your Sunday. And yeah, that was ushering in that much colder air behind that cold front that brought us all that rainfall we had on Saturday. But yeah, we're talking about some wind gusts in excess of 50 miles per hour for Hagerstown. Even Reagan Airport reported 56-mile-per-hour gusts yesterday. Thankfully today, not nearly as windy, and we're also noticing those winds continuing to weaken. At this point, still tracking between, say, 5 and close to 10 mile per hour sustained winds at this point, so they will continue to calm down overnight. But temperatures are also coming down at this point. Upper 30s already in D.C., right around the freezing mark in Leesburg. We're seeing some upper 20s out towards Winchester already. And we'll see those 20s for much of the suburbs overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning, right around the freezing mark is that expected overnight low for the district. But tomorrow morning, for the kids at the bus stop or as you're heading out to work and school, we're talking about temperatures starting off right around 30 degrees for much of the area. At sunrise will be right around 7:25 in the morning, and overall cold and bright out there. At least we're tracking the sunshine out there for your Tuesday, and at least high temperatures tomorrow afternoon, a little bit warmer than the day today. But we're in for a big cool down as we look ahead towards Thursday and Friday. Go over those details coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Jackie, we'll see you then. All new tonight at 10. Power out for several neighborhoods in Frederick, Maryland because of an underground fire at a power vault. That's according to the city of Frederick. We're taking a look at that map. It shows the impacted areas. You can see here in this pink shade, about 1,500 customers were told are without power. Crews are asking for everyone avoid the South Market and All Saints area until further notice. They're also treating all intersections with non-functioning traffic signals as four-way stops as they respond to this area.
New tonight in Northern Virginia, a traffic stop leads to the arrest of several teens and police taking multiple guns and drugs off the streets. Mount Vernon police say that they stopped the car right near the Woodlawn area for having a loud modified muffler. Officers are saying that they asked the driver and 3 passengers to get out of the car. One 18-year-old got out and was reaching for his waistband. Police arrested Mako Barrios II for having a gun. They say they also found another firearm in the car and arrested the driver along with another 19-year-old on drug charges, accused of having marijuana and psychedelic mushrooms. There was also a 17-year-old in the car who could be facing charges as they continue to investigate.
Also in Virginia, Prince William County man accused of firing a gun inside a home during an argument. Police say Dennis Park was drunk and arguing with a family member when he shot into a mattress, then outside into the sky. Nobody was hurt. This allegedly happened on Mount Atlas Lane in Haymarket on Saturday. Park now facing several charges, including reckless handling of a gun. In D.C., the district's police department under continued scrutiny over how it collects and reports crime data.
So you know that there was already a congressional investigation accusing the former police chief of pressuring officers to manipulate the numbers, and now the D.C. Inspector General is doing its own review. D.C. News Now's Daniel Hamburg joining us live now.
All right, so Daniel, what do we know about this latest probe?
Chris and Susan, this is the third investigation, first from Congress, then the U.S. Attorney's Office, and now the Inspector General. It comes at the request of Mayor Bowser, who last month said she was going to ask for this. Compared to 2024, violent crime in 2025 fell 29%, according to MPD data.
Violent crime is dropping all over the country. So it's not surprising that the same has been happening in the District of Columbia, and there's no reason to think that data would show otherwise.
Tracy Velasquez is policy director with the Council for Court Excellence. She says the way crime is defined is somewhat subjective.
An assault or an aggravated assault, for example, it's really depends on how a prosecutor might want to charge it or the impressions of the police officer.
That's not the way House Republicans see it, nor U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro. They both launched their own investigations. Their reports found crimes were misclassified to bring down violent crime numbers and say former Chief Pamela Smith created a culture of fear. Smith said this on her last day on the job in December.
The same folks who said in that report that they changed their numbers, and I did not. The report is very clear. I did not direct anyone. You should investigate those folks.
Interim Chief Jeffrey Carroll acknowledged the investigations when Mayor Bowser appointed him to the post.
We know there's some concerns related to the data, so really focusing on 3 areas of improved training for our officers as it relates to the classifications of crime and how we, how we ensure that we're properly classifying crime.
U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro said her office would be working with MPD this week to work on classifications of crimes, and she said she's comfortable with what's happening now under Interim Chief Carroll. In the studio, Daniel Hamburg, D.C. News Now.
All right, Daniel, thanks. Also in D.C., Mayor Bowser on a community walk in the Fair Lawn neighborhood in Southeast late this afternoon. That walk started around 4 o'clock at Boone Elementary School. The mayor, joined by the interim police chief, they spoke with neighbors and business owners about their concerns in Ward 8. Bowser says she'll host community walks in all 8 wards during her final year in office.
Developing now, a Christmas Day war of words in Northern Virginia, where a woman is seen on video shouting slurs at a man in a grocery store, and she's now facing possible hate crime charges. The video appears to show this really aggressive confrontation at the Duke Street Giant store in Alexandria. Brittany Colbert is accused of attacking the man. He tells police that she yelled homophobic words at him and threw stuff at him. The 34-year-old is now charged with assault and battery, but police are looking to see if enhanced charges are appropriate here as they investigate this as a potential hate or bias-based crime.
If you engage in this type of behavior, if you assault individuals within our community, if you have hate and bias in your heart, we will prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law.
The Alexandria Police Department adopted a new hate crime policy just this year, formally laying out the steps and expectations for investigating these types of crimes.
DC News Now is your local election headquarters. Special vote happening tomorrow. Choose a Democratic nominee to replace Virginia State Senator Adam Ebbin. He announced last week he plans to join Governor-elect Abigail Spanberger's administration. According to ARLnow.com, there will be polls open across Fairfax County and Alexandria, but only one in Arlington at the Aurora Hills Library. A special election to fill Ebbin's 39th District seat is February 10th.
There are several special elections in Fairfax County as well. Election Day is tomorrow for the House of Delegates' 11th district seat. There's also the Braddock School Board election on Friday, while early voting for the House of Delegates' 17th district, that ends Saturday, and Election Day in that race is next Tuesday, January 20th.